Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Walthers mainline Amtrak GE-32B or 32-8BWH. So kind of a mouthful, but Walthers mainline, for those who don't know, is a budget-friendly line. So this locomotive won't be tricked out with detail, but the pricing is very competitive. And it's still equipped with DCC and sound. If you choose that option, you also have the DC option. So let's get in the box and see what you get in this GE Amtrak Phase V locomotive from Walthers mainline, starting right now. All right, so the box, you just pull the flap here. You're going to see a couple of things as we get the box out of the way, and that is some paperwork in the rear, a little bit of static cling going on there, and the paperwork includes exploded parts diagrams, 22 listed parts on this. It also talks about operation performance, and then this other piece of paperwork is the ESU decoder. So it talks about ESU sound. There's 4 lighting outputs, 4 horns. There's 9 total functions listed here. If you guys want to see more of that, you can pause and take a look. It also talks about programming notes and CVs. But the star of the show is the locomotive itself. You've got a plastic hard shell kind of protecting the locomotive from the styrofoam casing here, and I just use this plastic to help pull it out. There's also a snow plow, as you see there, a separately applied part that just came out that is separate, but we'll review it as is, which means we're going to go ahead and take away these handrail protection pieces and take a closer look. Alright, the locomotive, as I mentioned, is Walthers mainline, a budget-friendly line, so there's not going to be a whole lot of details to point out to you here. You can buy separately applied detail parts kits. Sometimes Walthers offers them, sometimes they're third-party to add your own details. Again, there will be a snowplow you can install, but other than that, what you see is essentially what you get on this locomotive. You've got Walthers Protomax couplers here, molded in detail on the nose door and a door window, LED lighting. There are crew staircase walkways there that are solid plastic, so no see-through compartment detail on the side. Separately applied handrails, though, that seem to be very straight and nice. Walthers never seems to have a problem with their handrails. They have perfected the process, it seems, and it looks good. There is a substantial amount of truck detail there, and underbody detail, including the fuel tank, air reservoir tanks, jacking pad, as you can see right there. There's the brake wheel. And on the rear, you have molded in sand filler hatches, rear LED light. Same with the coupler again and stanchions, the little molded in safety chain. And again, there's a look down your handrails that are really, really nice. Got radiator fan grills there on the end represented. Exhaust horn is separately applied as well. And then you have the cab itself with silver around the edge of the doors, or the windows I should say. Jacking pad up front here, and some really, really fine print that I can't read. Probably like a manufacturer label or warning label that the real locomotive has. So there is a 360. I'll give you a quick look at the bottom here so you can see the detail there. And let's get this weighed and on the track. Alright, locomotive weight is 16.4 ounces. That is 464 grams, 1 pound, 0.4 ounces. So pretty hefty locomotive. Alright, locomotive's on the track, and you have F8 is the startup function for ESU decoders. That will start the prime mover, so we'll go ahead and press that now. Got the headlight on, so I'll reposition so you can see that a little better. Really nice color temperature to the headlight. Here's F1 for bell. 2 for horn. Three's coupler crash. Four's dynamic brake. You hear that whine in the background just a little bit. 5 is blanked out. 6 is ditch lights, but these aren't equipped with ditch lights. 7, manual compressor. 8 is the prime mover I mentioned, and 9 is drive hold. Now a 9, if you get the locomotive moving, for example, at 10 speed steps, and then you hit F9, it's going to stay at that 10 speed steps, and then your throttle is going to increase or decrease the RPM of the prime mover. We're going to go ahead and move this at 1 speed step here. As you see, we have pretty smooth speed control, 1 out of 128 on my NCE Pro Cab. We're going through the Accutrack speedometer to see what this is going to register at in scale miles per hour. I know the status light shows kilometers per hour, it's down there, but that's just where the status light's located. Rest assured it is set to scale miles per hour, and we're showing 1 scale mile per hour exactly for 1 speed step, which is really good. Just so you can see the smooth speed control without the Accutrack speedometer in the way, I'll let you take a look at it going by here. We're going to go in reverse as well at 1 speed step. Decoder response is really good without any lag. So the reverse is good as well. You're not going to have to worry about a pull test on the locomotives that are passenger freight, or passenger locomotives and not freight. But we'll do one nonetheless on this locomotive, just so you can see what its capabilities are. And you can listen to that prime mover notch up a bit. So it's 3.25, that's about 50 freight cars, 45 to 50 freight cars. So it's going to be able to pull any passenger consist you have, no problem. Well, that's going to do it for our review of the Amtrak GE-32-8BWH. I'm sure I'm saying something a little wrong, but I'm just reading it as it is on the box. 2 things we didn't mention were the fact that it does have directional lighting, so that nice golden white LED is going to be front and rear. And the motor is very, very quiet without the sounds running, because some people don't like sounds running, but they don't like noisy motors, and it's pretty quiet, as you can see there. So I'll leave you with a run by. I think the locomotive is a nice balance of budget friendly, but DCC and sound capable. And these types of locomotives, the Amtrak 32-8BWHs, I'll never be able to say that right, are kind of hard to find out in the market anyway. So it's good that they made these as an option, and a budget-friendly option at that. We'll leave you with a run by, and see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.